Hello everyone, it's Helen here and thank you for joining me today. Now today I have an album to share with you. It's going to be a full tutorial and I've used the Kaisercraft Wildflower collection for this. It's a twist and fold or a pop-up sort of album. You may have seen the cards, but this one's been turned into an album, so I'll just quickly flick through here and have a quick look, and then you turn it over. And there's one in the centre as well. Now this isn't my original idea. I found it from another YouTuber called KF. Now she made an album and she got her idea from Allegheny Scrap. Now I'll put their links down below in the description box so you can go and check them out and give them some of your love as well, because they're really good YouTube channels as well, so I really do enjoy watching their videos. Okay, so I've used the Wildflower collection. I haven't got many of the papers left, so I'll quickly show you the card. You get all these lovely papers. Now this was out on the 1st of March. Now I've had this for a while, as it was part of my design team work for Papercraft magazine. That will be coming out in April, so watch out for more information in there. And with the collection, it came with this sticker sheet as well, so I'll be using that to decorate the album. And separately you can get this die cut pack as well. Those are collectibles. This is all the Wildflower collection. And the other colours I've used, these are from Kaisercraft. It's a sort of a weave paper. I'm not too sure if the camera is going to pick this up. But this one's avocado and spearmint. And I've also got some alphas as well, the alpha stickers now. This one's sea breeze and this one is white. Those there, and I got all my supplies from Merly Impressions, and the link for them will be down below as well. So they're a really good craft shop, and basically they do mostly Kaisercraft items, I believe perhaps maybe that's all they do, but I'm sure they sell other things. But yeah, they have really fast dispatch time. I only have to wait 1 or 2 days for it to be delivered, so I'm really happy with the service from Merly, so definitely shop with those guys. Okay, so now let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run through everything we're going to need. So I've used 3 sheets of 12 by 12 craft cardstock. Now I've cut everything up. I'm just going to grab the measurements here. Okay, so you're going to need 2 pieces of 6 by 12. Got those here. These are going to be our covers. And you're going to need 3 pieces of 3.5 by 10. 3 pieces of 3.5 by 8. And 1 piece that measures 4 inches by 1.5. Okay, so we're going to start off with our covers first. So they're covers and the pages. So we're just going to quickly score these in half. So just score it 6 inches. And set those aside. Okay, so next we're moving on to our 3.5 by 10. These are going to be the bits that pop up. These will be our panels. So I've done these 2 already. I'll set those up there. Last one. Okay, we're going to score at 2.5, 5 inches, and 7.5. Okay, set that aside. And the last one, we're going to score. I've scored this one already, but I'll quickly show you again. So you have this in portrait. Where's my... No, I put it away. Okay, so this is in portrait, and we're going to score this at 1 3/4. Oops. And then we're going to turn it on its side, and then we're going to make some little notches, just so that we know where to put our ruler to make these diagonal lines. Okay, so we need to make our little notches at 2 1/4 and 5 3/4. So just do that with your stylus. 5 3/4, and there we go. Turn it over. Same again. 1 3/4 and 5 3/4. And our last piece, we have this in portrait as well, and we're going to score that in half, which is 3/4 of an inch. Oops. Don't worry if it skips, it's going to be covered up. It's the same with all of these as well. If you skip a track on any of these are the mechanisms, and they're going to be covered. You won't see them. Okay, so now we can get on with our folding. So grab bone folder. Okay, so just make sure everything's lined up before you fold. There we go. Okay, these do have a particular side on this certain craft cardstock. This one's by Stampin' Up. So you can see it has a lighter side here and then a darker, more smooth side on this one. Okay, so those are the covers. Okay, so now we're going to fold these in an accordion style. Just lining up both sides there so you know it's straight. Okay, I do believe they need to be like this actually. I'll double check before I stick everything together. And you can see that wonky's off to the edge, so we just need to make sure that's straight. Last one. Oops, that goes off to the edge as well. Okay, those ones done. Okay, so with this one we need to fold it down the centre. Just need to grab just a magazine here. Okay, just grab my ruler as well. So I'm not too sure if the camera's going to pick up these little notch marks, but what I'm going to do is grab my stylus that I've put away again. Here it is. And I'm going to go from the top notch diagonally to the bottom notch down here. And then the same going the other way. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. Now what we're going to do is fold them. So it goes off to the edge there. And do the same the other way. Okay, so this line here should match up with the edge of the paper there, and then fold. Just reinforce those. Okay, and now what we need to do is we need to fold it a certain way. So these two lines here, they go downwards, so these two come up. So you fold it like that. I'll show you again. These two here, they go inwards, and that folds up like that. Okay, and then what you do is get your bone folder out again, and crease those lines in. Okay, if you end up with one end slightly longer than the other, you can just trim it off the edge, but it is going to be hidden, so you're not going to see it. It's just if it bothers you. Okay, so that's folded. Let's just quickly fold these. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our covers. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to put some glue or some double-sided tape just on here, on this side. And then if you can see this line here, we need to go up to the line, just like that. And we also need an even amount of space top and bottom as well. So make sure your point doesn't go over the line. It's just like any other line. Try not to cross it. Okay, so let's get that glued down. I'm going to be using Tombow. Using the wet glue is going to give me a bit of wiggle room, just to make sure I've got it in the right place. Don't worry if it comes out the side, you can wipe any excess away. And just hold that down. Just going to grab a baby wipe. Okay, so now we're going to glue this side down as well. If you don't like wet glue, just use a very strong tape runner like Fast Fuse, or just use a double-sided tape, so give that a good press down as well. So I'm just going to hold that there. The sun's gone in now, it's gone all dark. Okay, and there we go. That's the mechanism for our book. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to do the other two and then I'll be back. Okay, I was mistaken. I don't need to do this one till a little bit later. Just getting a bit ahead of myself there. So now I have two of these. We're going to prep the area for these. So we turn it on its side, just like so, and we fold these in here. So just try and get it to lay down flat. Okay, so let's just grab my ruler. We need to measure, because this is 4 inches, you need to measure halfway, just with a pencil mark. Okay, so just to make it clear, I've now turned it round to the side. And we have this edge along here, and I need to measure and mark the centre, which is 2 inches. This will just make it so much easier for getting our pop-up bit central. So we fold these two in like so, and we line. Well, it's up to you if you want to fold them in. Okay, so we line this line up here with our little notch mark, and we close. And then we make a small line here, and then we close again, and then we make a small line across here. So this will be where this section here and this section here is where we're going to put our glue. So if you wanted to just stop here and just turn this into a pop-up card, then that's fine. Okay, so just line everything up again. I'm also making sure that the top and the bottom are lining up as well. I'm just going to hold that down there. This Tombow is actually a very fast setting glue, so it does take very fast, so not much hanging around here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is close the book. Just need to train the corners there, and then that folds in just like that. And then what we're going to do is just flatten everything out. Just like so, and there we go. And if you do have anything sticking out, then just trim that off. Okay, so that's the first one. We'll go through the second one again, just in case you need that. Okay, so again, we turn it just like that, measure the centre. This one lays more flat than the other one. I think I may have got something a little off there somewhere in the mechanism. But it will start to behave itself once everything's, all the paper's on there. Okay, so mark it at 2. Grab the middle. Okay, I'm going to stick this on without taking this off this time. So you can do a pencil mark if you're going to remove it, but I'm just going to put the glue on. I put the lid on. There we go. Oops. Keep everything lined up and press down. So the key to making these albums, hang on a sec, my camera's just done something. Okay, I think we're okay for now. If I disappear, I will start again. Okay, so the key for these is to do the opposite side. So we've got the top side here and the bottom side there. Okay, so that should take in. So let's just help the mechanism again to close and pop that down. Okay, try not to glue your album together. I may just have to go in there with a little bit of a baby wipe just to get rid of some excess glue. That's the only problem with using the glue, but then once it's dry, it's very strong. This is a very hands-on book. It's going to get a lot of handling, so I don't want it to start falling apart. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that open there to dry, and then I'll be back again just to finish off the middle section. Okay, so with my dodgy one, I've just ripped it out again because it's still it's not fully set. I just wanted to work out what the problem was so it could lie flat. So if you have this problem, just give this a go. I've just taken this bit off here and now it's lying flat. So I'm just going to re-stick the triangle down and then hope for the best. If that doesn't fix the problem, then I'm just going to go ahead and make another one. At least I tried to fix it. Okay, so I'm just going to put that aside there to set. Okay, so this one's fully set. That one works just fine, and that lies flat. Okay, so now we need to move on to making our centre part. So this part needs to actually be functioning. So let's see if we can get this to work. Oops, it's not completely set yet. Let's just close it up and then push it all together. No, it doesn't want to go. Okay, I'm going to try and fix it again. You can salvage your projects most of the time. Okay, so let's close this up again. Okay, it's supposed to be working like that. that needs to be on here. What I think the problem was I crossed the line. Never crossed the lines. I didn't want to work properly because I crossed the line. Okay, let's just give this another good crease so I know where the line is. I'm going to lift my piece of paper up this time and take it, butt it right up against the line there. There we go. And a bit more glue on here. And close that one. Okay. Now that really should have fixed it. Just going to leave that to set for a moment. So I'm just going to put you guys on pause and I'll be right back. Okay, so the glue's dried. And that seems to be functioning much better. It's gone a little bit wonky here, but I'm not going to let that bother me. So, yep, it functions as it should. Okay, so now we need to get these the right way round, because now we have that section in the middle here. So we need to join these two outer edges together. So we have our closed ends this side on the outside and our open edges in the middle. So just set those up there. Grab the scoreboard again. Oh no, we don't need to grab the scoreboard, we've done it already. Just fold your piece of card. I'm going to go the other way. Want the nice side showing. Okay, so I am actually going to use some double-sided tape for this. Quick trick is to use your ruler just to break it. Sometimes I don't like to use this tape because it takes up more time. I like the glue because it's quick, but it does get a bit messy. Okay, so use your bone folder again just to press this down. This will make it a lot easier for your backing paper to come off. Whoops. Okay, just grab my scissors. I'm going to taper the ends again. Just very slightly. There we go. And now we can take our papers off. Yeah, so if you do ever have trouble getting your backing papers on, just try to press them down and that should help get those off easier. There we go. Let's bring these back down again. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this, and so we have the join here, just like that. Just going to stick that on there, just lining up the edges, and then press that down. And then this is a little trickier, trying to get everything lined up. So open edge. Press that down, and we just try and stick our open edge together with this end here. Use our bone folder again, and then we have our centre. Okay, and then we do exactly the same as what we did with all the others. Right up to the line. Hold it down. Getting it coming out the side, just wipe that away. I do like to keep putting the lid back on my glue because it does dry out at the nib. So then when I go to use it next, I've got to remove it. Okay, just try not to glue your book together. Bits come out there. Wipe that out. These bits will dry. There we go, that's working. And now we can move on. So we turn it onto its side. Okay, mark it at 2. Remember, opposite square. So we have the top end here, the bottom end on this side. Okay. Just need to help this fold up again. Once the mechanism has been folded a few times in the right place, then it will remember how it's supposed to go. It's all supposed to go in like that. There we go. Okay, so yeah, your book will want to open and fan out. Then once you start putting all your bits inside, and your mats and your photographs and your embellishments and everything like that, then it will start to remember that it's got to be flat. And you can also make a belly band, just like Kay did. There's her name, Kay. Yep, Kay did in her video. And also, I would also keep... need to go around and get rid of all that glue. I would also keep the embellishments on this area here quite flat as well. I would only put bulkier items along the edges here. I'll just quickly show you. From the top view, you have the space here for expansion, so there are a few gaps here, and on this side as well, just here. So there is room there to put some bulkier items and raise things up slightly and put some flowers in there perhaps. Okay, so I'm going to decorate this album now, and I'll be back shortly to show you afterwards. Okay, so I finished my album. I've matted it, I've added my papers, and let's have a quick flick through it. So as you can see, it does want to stick out again, but it's a lot flatter once it when it is lying down. Okay, so let's quickly flick through. So this is the first page. Oh no, it's not. This is the front. I haven't decorated it yet, so I don't know which side's the front. Okay, this is the front. We'll flick through. Here we go. So I've used the woven cardstock with that one. So now it's a lot, it's a heavier sort of bulk to it. It does fold up really well now, see, it knows what it's doing. Okay, so next page, there we go. I love this. I absolutely love these watercoloured leaves that they've done here. It's absolutely lovely. Okay, so we close that up and then turn it over, and then this one here, I think this one's got to be my favourite. Has to be my favourite. I absolutely adore that. And in the pack, actually, just quickly grab that. There's, don't really be able to see it now. There's a few of these roses here that I'll be able to add to their little things. And I just like the way that they've added the black as well. I like a bit of black in with my stuff. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. If you need all of the measurements, they will all be written down on my blog, and that will be linked down below. So please hop along and have a look, and I'll see you in my next video.